Has it started?
What do you mean?
Yes, he said it started. He's been recording.
It's 2 minutes in already.
Yo, what's up, gang? Welcome back to another
I'm
banger
not
video, number one
using
podcast
that.
in the world.
Is there not?
So let me pick up on what I was saying in Fortnite, right? So
That's not gonna work because we need to transition into it. We gotta do an intro.
you can edit. You have powers.
Dude.
So Elon Musk recently had a coma, and it was
What?
actually.
Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the Lost Cause TV podcast. In this episode, me, Squeeze, and Kat will be diving deep into what our minds can do, along with how powerful our minds can really be. We also dive deep into some paranormal experiences, along with beliefs either in this world or outside of the world. There's a bunch more that we really talk about, but I just hope you enjoy this episode. Okay, continue where you left off when we were in Fortnite.
Okay, do you believe in like spiritual shit and like that? And you had said something how you had sleep paralysis one time.
Yeah.
And
That he was like choked out by a fucking
Yeah,
ghost.
bro, I was
kinky ass fucking spirit over here choking Pook out.
No, it's cause like
and I was saying-
okay. Look, it was like so. Okay,
Tell us
you
your
know what?
story.
You want the entire story, huh? All right,
Yeah.
look.
You should put this
So-
on Twitter. #MeToo.
Shut the fuck. All right, look. So it was a normal night. Mr. Pook laid in bed.
Rock hard.
Okay. I was trying to fall asleep. It was probably like around like I don't know the estimated time, but I would say like 11 or something like that. I was trying to fall asleep. First, I actually fell asleep. I had like a nightmare. I had like I don't know. I was like dreaming about like ghosts and shit, like something creepy. I don't know why. I used to...
Gang banged by a ghost.
Okay. All right, dude. All right. Shut the fuck up. Anywho. So, I don't know, I used to have, like, scary-ass nightmares where, like, I'd, like, I don't know, because I used to watch, like, a lot of, like, you know, paranormal shit, like, you know, Sam and Colby, shit like that.
I did too.
I love
Yeah,
Sam and Colby, bro.
dude, like, and, like, watching those types of videos
Ghost
made me...
Adventures?
Yes! Watching those types of videos, like, made me have those types of dreams. And so,
Not paranormal, but I used to watch Naked and Afraid.
Okay, alright.
I'm not at that, bro. No.
It was a pretty good show. It's a show. You can't even. It's a show.
After the entire like nightmare I had, I kind of woke. No, I didn't wake up, but I had this experience where I was walking into my hallway. Like it was my exact house. I was walking into my hallway. I was walking down the hallway. Then I turned right where my room is, and I see myself laying there. And all of a sudden, like whatever I was controlling or whatever I was seeing ran to my body, and it kind of like.
That's terrifying.
That's when I woke up.
That's like a horror movie star right there.
That's
We should
scary.
write that down. Write that down. That's good content. Write that down. We're making a horror movie.
I don't remember that
Write that
part of
down.
the story
like-
when you told it.
I wish I was kidding, but like that's how it went down. Cause like I
start crying.
I saw whatever I was like my camera point of view was run towards my body, and that's when I jumped and woke up as soon as it reached my body. It was kind of like
Ugh.
it was kind of like in a way I kind of think of it as my soul going back
That's
into
how I
my
thought
body.
of mine.
Yeah, it like
It
talk,
was like an.
sorry, talking about it gives me chills because like dude I still remember it and I still remember
Are you
everything.
giving me chills thinking of shit running at me?
And like, okay, so when I woke up, I felt a heavy fucking like it wasn't like I was fully paralyzed. Like you know how the sleep paralysis like basically paralyzes you. I wasn't fully.
Yeah.
It felt like something pushed the fucking thing off because I felt more of the weight on my right leg instead of like both my legs where like I can't move. I was able to get
Right.
up and I felt like my fucking neck was like really like if something was actually like choking me the fuck out, like actually trying
You
to
felt
kill me.
pressure on your
pressure,
Yes,
throat?
or,
pressure.
like,
That's the
you
word.
felt actually something on your skin, like there was like something touching your skin, not just pressure.
It was just pressure. Like I felt deep pressure on my leg and my neck, and I just like got up and I just started crying because I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
How
And,
young were you?
dude? I was 12.
That's not that young. I'd be terrified, yo. I think I would. I don't know.
I think I would actually if I had that dream now as an 18-year-old, I think I'd go sleep in my parents' bed. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd go sleep with my parents. I'd be so fucking scared.
And like, okay,
My dad would be in my dream if I tried that shit.
okay. And okay, so then I told my parents about it, and we kind of got my room blessed, like because we bought like a Jesus candle, and that it kind of low key seemed like it helped.
Are your parents religious?
Or
Or did they just do it to more like comfort you?
My mom doesn't believe in God, but my dad does, but he's not really like a whole like praise. Well, I don't know if he prays or not, but like he's not like the type of person to go to church. He's not like that
Right.
religious, but he does believe in God.
Right. That's
Yeah.
how my parents were. They were like they claimed. I don't really think they were. They claimed they were religious and stuff, but we like never went to church.
Yeah.
Didn't even pray before dinner or anything. It
Right.
wasn't shit.
But yeah.
So did your parents like do it to like because they believed it would like help or anything, or did they do
Honestly,
it to just
yeah.
like comfort you,
They believed it would help.
to make you believe?
But like
Okay.
during that entire time, I never slept back in my room until I was for sure certain that whatever was in there was gone. So
How
and
were
it
you
was
certain? Like what was
honestly,
like
I think it was when like the candle finally was like unlit. So I slept on the couch for like a long time till like I was finally. I don't know if it was like because I don't really remember clearly, but I know I went back
Right.
into my room either when the candle was still
See,
there.
that's what I'm
or
saying,
gone.
bro. Like, I low-key be questioning if ghosts are real and shit. Cause like, you hear about it and you're like, you know, anyone can make that up. And then like some shit happening and you're like, hold on now.
Like I have so many like I have a lot of ghost stories. I don't know if y'all want to like know or anything.
Now you
Sure.
go ahead.
I think this was back in 2017 or 2018. I asked my parents if they had headphones because I think my headphones broke. So I was asking around if they had headphones. They both said no. They didn't know if they had any. And the very next day, I don't know if it was the very next day, but I think it was. I was home alone because it was summer. I was done with school. I woke up. It was like a normal start. My mom already left because she used to go to work at like 4:35. That's when like, you know, before COVID, before like stay-at-home jobs, shit like that.
right?
So yeah, she was already gone. So it was just me and my dad. My dad was getting ready for the work. I was just making myself breakfast. I got some corn dogs. So like, you know, I was going to like the
I could
freezer.
fuck up some corn dogs right now, yeah.
Dude, I have corn dogs. Actually. That shit sounds so
Oh
good.
my god. Bro, I thought I had some the other day. I went and checked and I indeed did not have any.
Damn, bro. That's a horror story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scarier than anything you got.
But anywho, so I was walking to the freezer and I was doing the normal. I was getting corn dogs. I placed them down, got a plate, heated them up, blah blah blah, and got straight to eating. And my dad said goodbye because he had to go to work, so it was just me. And I was done with my plate. I was done, and my dad was gone by the time I was done. And so I walked over to the corn dogs. I noticed that there's something under the corn dogs that wasn't there before. It was a pair of headphones. And I was like, okay, maybe my dad did this? I texted my dad. He was like, no.
Like a box? 'Cause I'm thinking like you got
No. So it was like,
Wait,
it was like,
He's got what now?
I'm thinking you got corn dogs on the plate with syrup or some shit on them, and then like you're like, how did
Syrup?
headphones? You don't.
no, it was a corn dog box. It was a corn dog box.
Okay,
And that was
okay,
it.
yeah,
There was
that's all
nothing
I
else on
trying
the
to clarify.
counter. Nothing else on the counter. But yeah, no, the headphones were like a little package. And I saw them and I took them out from under the corn dogs, which was weird because they weren't on the counter. And how did they end up under the corn dog box?
Under the only thing on the counter.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. So I texted my dad. Maybe he gave them to me. Like maybe he found some, gave it to me. I asked him and he said no. He never moved anything. And I asked my mom, and well, this was like when she got home. I asked my mom. Apparently, those same pair of headphones were on my desk, which was weird because if my dad was already gone, how did the headphones move from my desk to the corn dog under the corn dog box? And how did they even end up in my desk if everyone
When I
else
said
was
when
asleep?
my dad's gun hit my head, I was like, how did my dad's gun go from his hand to my head? It
No,
don't make sense.
shut up. Like, dude, everyone was asleep. My mom woke up and she apparently saw the headphones, the same pair of headphones on my desk. And she thought, oh,
Can I ask what brand?
I don't remember, bro.
Yeah.
But
Stop
like,
interrupting story time.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh.
but like, dude, it was like weird because how the fuck? Because they said they didn't have any headphones and they didn't. So where the
Alright.
fuck did the headphones come from? And why were they under the corn dog box? Well, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I can't explain it.
Sign from God.
Okay. Sign from God for what? Here's your headphones, child.
I heard you complaining about your fucking parents arguing. Here's some fucking headphones. Put them underneath the corn dogs for you.
But like, no.
Anyway,
'cause,
continue
like,
though. Real talk.
it's just crazy because like I have legit proof that like paranormal shit or something like that is real. But it's like it's hard to explain because obviously people are not gonna believe you. People
Right.
will not believe shit. It's like what the fuck?
That's,
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was
something
saying
that's
about-
hard to believe, though.
Yeah.
yeah,
no.
same. That's why I like.
Those
bro,
are hard
that's
to
what
prove.
I'm saying. Like I said about the whole like space thing. Space is infinite. You can't tell me there ain't something like just I don't know. There's gotta be some type of spiritual being.
None of us
They
are
gotta
telling you
be-
something don't exist.
No.
I want to be on. I don't want to be in a podcast no more. Actually. I'm just saying, like, I feel like there has to be something out there. I feel like there has to be something out there.
Oh, yeah,
There's
no.
no way there isn't.
No. I honestly believe that I don't know what, but there has to be. We can't just be the only ones, and we already been proven that aliens fucking exist by the government, and it's kind of like.
Right.
But it wasn't that shocking because we all kind of like had a theory that we aren't the only ones. There's just no way. If the universe is
It's
like,
been talked about for years.
yeah, if the universe is like fucking huge, there's obviously gotta be something in that universe other than
Yeah.
us. We can't be the
If you
only
believe that
living-
you are like, if people believe, I don't know why anyone would believe that we are the only planet with life out of all the like bunch of planets that there is out there.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can only believe it's just us.
Cause like we don't even know how big space is to begin with.
It's
We don't even know that much
infinite.
about our own goddamn planet.
No,
It's,
don't.
it's infinite, and that's so hard to like fathom and grasp the concept of infinite because you can't think about infinite. You don't know
Yeah.
what infinite looks like, or
And
like it's weird.
And it's scary because we don't even know what the fuck is in the deep
And then
parts of the
Time
ocean.
is different in space.
Yeah, no, it is.
There's like, bro, it's wild. That's why I was saying like earlier, like the whole brain thing. Like I'm so fascinated by the brain because we know like so little about it. And like Kat had said about that guy who went to a coma and like
I don't know if it's
he-
true or if it's just like some like story, but you know, I heard
some
it's
guy
true.
like went into a coma. He woke up in like a day or two, and then like he started crying because in his coma he lived a reality where he had a family and everything, but it seemed like
Mhm.
real for real. And then like the only way he knew it wasn't real is because something was slightly off, and it was like
Like the
it
most
was, like-
smallest detail of like that world, it's the most tiniest thing, a fucking lamp or some shit was like off, which made
Yeah,
him
so-
start thinking this
and he-
isn't normal.
Then he wakes up crying and shit, and it's like all that.
He
was
wakes up in
naturally
pain from the
brain.
accident he was in before the coma.
Dude, it's like.
And it's like all that is naturally from the brain. Like the brain is so fucking like strong and powerful, and we know like absolutely like nothing nothing about it basically. And then like I said, you got the drug salvia, where if you smoke it, the trip is like 5 fucking minutes long, but yet you're living like a whole lifetime
Yeah,
on a fucking
bro.
planet that is full with aliens and shit. Like that is crazy that like that type of shit can happen. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm fascinated by it. Like real, like honestly,
bro.
like I'm like damn. Like I wish I could know. Like I wish I could live until we know more about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's gonna be a while before we fully understand the brain. You know, you can't grasp how strong the brain is, just like you can't grasp space or fuck.
You can't grasp being blind if you have eyesight already.
You can't understand being dead. Like there's just certain things
Right.
you just can't understand. You just can't understand. Like we just can't understand the brain right now because it's crazy how strong it is.
I just think it sucks that we will probably never get to fully, like us in our life right now, because we'll be dead by time. We will never
Yeah.
get to like really know more about anything just because of how long advancements take.
Yeah.
And how long it takes for it to even come out to like the public, the new findings and stuff. We'll be dead before we find out new shit, and I think that's sad.
It is.
I want to know shit.
Because like we
I
won't
don't want to be left out.
we won't be able to see like how technology comes like from where we are
Advances.
now. We are advanced, like so far fucking advanced than we've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy to think like how technology will advance once we're all
You
gone.
yeah, you ever think about it and be like you ever think about back then people being like getting TV and shit and being like, wow, it's crazy how far we've come, and then like we get even
With
better
every new
with that.
advancement, you're all like, wow, isn't it crazy how we've got a phone, a handheld phone, a portable phone, not those fucking like bricks
Yeah.
stuck to the house.
Right, and it's like how and you can't like really think of a way it could get better, but it always gets better somehow.
Y'all
some way,
ever
it
think of
always
how
gets better.
they somehow made Wi-Fi out of like sticks and shit?
Dude, sometimes yeah. 'Cause,
Like,
like,
how do you
Probably
make
thinking how the fuck we
Wi-Fi
come
out of the
Stone
planet? Like,
Age
how
with
does that
just the
shit
shit
work?
we have.
how the fuck do you make internet? Like this entire thing.
Oh, God.
Like,
Like, how did, like, what? I don't know what the internet is.
dude, it was so
Like, I don't know what it's made.
weird.
like,
Internet
I
is
don't know how you
invisible.
could even. I don't know how you can even think of like the things that go together to make it. Like
Title of podcast: Three dumbasses aren't smart enough to understand basic things.
like how did they even figure out that okay, these things together makes a connection?
Alright, how
and
was
this connection can
Einstein
go
so damn smart?
worldwide?
Dude, like.
Einstein has nothing to do with any of it.
But nah, like.
Bro, y'all ever
Oh, sorry, go.
continue?
No,
No, you go.
you
No,
have,
no,
you have
you
a
go.
better plan
If-
than me. Go.
No. If what you said is on topic right now, you go. My shit is like not the same topic.
I was just gonna talk about like how like what I just said previously, how scientists don't even know what's in the deepest part of the ocean. We have zero idea what's actually really down there. We have like a tiny little portion, but that's it.
Right.
We don't know every.
Like I want to know
thing.
more. I think that shit's cool.
Dude, I think that shit's
I want to know more about
scary,
the brain. If the brain can
It is
make whole ass
terrifying.
realities,
The brain is also terrifying.
Dude, it is. It's just fuck. It's just
Like-
crazy.
you know how they say like your soul is like energy or something like that, right? Is that what it is? Like, and then like when you die, that gets released.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I want to know how it is to die. Like I want to know what happens. Do you see
Oh, God.
the like are you? Is it true? There's so many things that your life replays or
Yeah, like it flashes in your last moments. and shit.
yeah, right. Or like you see, like you just see the world, like you just roam around
Dude,
or some shit like that.
that's like something
It's like
I've always
it's
like
crazy.
wondered that. Like ever since like
I always wondered if that's true. If they just said it to like bring
I wish I had some
comfort.
chicken right now to eat while doing this, man. Crazy.
shut the fuck up.
Bro, you wanna know what I think is so sad? You know
Hmm.
how when people are like really close to dying, like it's their like last day or something, they get like a burst of energy, and the family thinks, oh, they're getting better, they're fine, you know, like they're improving. Like if they got injured, they get a burst of energy before they die,
Mhm.
and I think that's so sad because so many people like they see their loved ones get like this burst, and they're like, oh, they're finally like looking better, they're getting better, they're gonna be able to like come home and shit, and then they just die.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
like
sad because
I
they
mean,
get
it's
their
not
hopes
like-
up just to be
but
crushed.
That's like
Yeah.
another thing that I've always because like the brain and stuff, you know, and like
Mhm.
how it could just like whenever before my grandpa passed, like the way he died was like pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. He had just like I don't know. He just could not sleep for like 2 days, right?
Mhm.
And 2 days turned into 2 fucking weeks where this
What
man
the
did not
fuck?
sleep, and I swear to God, I witnessed his like brain slowly shut down because he could barely hold his cigarette.
Mhm.
He could barely hold his drink. I had to like take care of him, and then I remember like he couldn't get any sleep in his bed, so he started trying to because he had his own room where he like was on his computer and stuff, his like man cave. He took a towel and would like place it at the edge of his desk and like try to rest his forehead on it, but he could not sleep so much, and he was already so sleep deprived that the towel would slip and he would hit his nose on the edge of the fucking desk, and his nose just like blistered up really badly, right? And then so eventually he went to the hospital and stuff, and he got so sleep deprived that when he came back he was telling us about like hallucinations he was seeing, like spiders and stuff like that.
What the
That's
fuck?
another thing. Hallucinations, bro. Our brain can literally create things that aren't real.
Dude, it's just fuck.
And then he literally told me he's like, I'ma die soon, right? He was like he knew. I don't understand it. He was like, I'ma die soon.
What do you mean you don't understand? If you don't sleep for prolonged periods of time, you will die. Your body
Right,
shuts
but-
down. You will die.
Right. So anyway,
That was such a
He
long
told me.
pause.
Well, he gave me a look because
I was talking. She interrupted me, and I lost
Well,
my
'cause you're
train
like,
of thought.
I
I
don't
was
know
on
how
my
he did
rant,
that.
and she's like, "Let me just make this kid look dumb right now." Actually, what do you mean, dumbass? Fucking.
Continue.
And
Continue.
I lost my whole train of thought. I was on my little rant. Anyway, what I was saying is that he told me he was gonna die and to like take care of the house and stuff like that. And then that night he finally like passed out in his bed. And like I was like, let's go. Like he's getting sleep. I honestly think that's the only thing he needs is sleep, and he'll be fine. Even though the hospital was telling him it was something with his lungs or something like that. Could be that
With his
too. I'm not
lungs?
sure. Yeah.
Huh.
And then what you call it? And then like 3 a.m. in the morning, I walked into his room, seeing everyone else in his room because he was sitting like upright, like he was sitting in a chair with his eyes closed, not talking, unresponsive, breathing, but unresponsive. And then, so, like, they couldn't get any word out of him or anything like that. And so they called the hospital. They called the ambulance. The ambulance pulled up. The EMP started trying to, like, hook up things to him to, like, I guess, check his vitals and shit like that, like the normal shit. And like he just started like swaying his hands, to, like get them off of him, like swaying his hands. But he didn't do that when my dad like grabbed him or anything like that. So I feel like he knew who was like touching him and stuff like that. But I would low key be thinking like what was happening like in his head. Like while his eyes were closed, he was unresponsive, but he was like swaying his hands. Like why was he like scared? Like what was happening to him that made him like scared and stuff like that?
Maybe. Oh my
And then
bad.
he died
I didn't-
very soon after that.
Dude, it's like I don't know. It's hard to like comprehend like what other people are thinking about or like what's in their type of mindset. Like who knows what like your per se what your grandpa was thinking when he was swaying.
Maybe
Right,
he
or, like,
wasn't
when he was-
thinking anything. Cause like there's a thing called locked-in syndrome. If you guys know what that is, it's basically you're fully conscious, but you have zero control of your body at all. Like
What
you're
the
paralyzed
hell?
completely. You can't speak. You can't breathe on your own. Sometimes you can't even blink on your own. But you're still conscious.
Right.
That's so
So
weird.
maybe that's what happened. Well, no.
And
'cause he
all
was
that
able
is
to move.
controlled by the brain.
Yeah.
All by
Well,
the brain.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is maybe your grandfather was like, maybe since he hadn't slept in so long, his body was kind of shutting down, but he wasn't unresponsive because he was like asleep or knocked
Right, but I
out.
feel
It's
like he had
just his
some
body was
control
shutting down.
because when my dad
But
touched
yeah,
him
because
or
he was
grabbed him,
swatting at people.
he
But
he didn't do anything when my dad. When my dad was like, calm down, dad, and like holding him and stuff like that. He didn't do anything. But as soon as the EMP,
No, I know that's
like EMP,
that's
what?
EMT.
They just EMP my fucking
I didn't
grandpa.
hear you earlier.
But as soon as they tried to touch him, that's when he started swatting. Like he knew my dad was like
Right.
touching him, so he's like I'm I trust my own son, but he didn't trust like the EMTs or anything like that.
Right, that's why I
So
said like maybe he
weird.
wasn't like knocked out unresponsive. Maybe he was just slowly shutting down. Like he was still there, just like losing control.
Yeah,
You know?
that shit is weird. Just like the whole way my grandpa like died was like it was just weird, bro. Like the way I watched the brain shut down. Like I watched him shut down.
Mhm.
And like watch him not be able to hold his cigarette, not be able to hold his drink, barely being able to walk to his room as a matter of fact, and then sometimes just speaking gibberish. It's like that's scary.
Yeah, bro. I watched the video.
Same thing with
about-
like I get scared of dementia.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
dementia's
Yeah.
scary.
know you're getting dementia.
I'm
you
pretty
don't...
sure that shit runs in my family.
Oh no.
Alright now.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Because it's like,
But,
how do you know you're
I'm also
getting
terrified of
dementia?
locked-in syndrome. Well, you start like it's not just immediate. One day you have
Well,
no
I know
idea
that.
who you are, where you are. You start noticing like you're forgetting the most basic thing. Like you're more forgetful than like a normal, like you normally are. So like
Yeah, I know that.
if you are aware, you can catch it and get. I don't know if you can get tested for it. I'm sure you can, but you can catch it and at least you'll know. I don't think there's any stopping it once it starts. But I'm sure you can do stuff to like make it a little easier if you can catch it and just understand.
Yeah, I
Bro,
don't know.
Locked-in
shit's
syndrome is
scary.
scary.
Yeah, no, that just sounds
If
scary.
I don't, oh my god, like I can only just imagine the amount of people who have been in locked-in, like had it, and like no one understood. Like they are there, they're bored, they're seeing everyone, they can hear everyone. Like they're conscious, they know what is happening around them, but they just can't do anything. Some people, like it gets found out that that's what they have, but like I can just imagine the amount of people that don't get found out, and they're just like they hear their family be like, okay, I guess it's time to pull the plug because they're not
Yeah.
coming back, and you're just like pleading in your mind like, no, I'm here, I can see you, I can hear you, and all that. It's like,
Dude, that
bro,
that is creepy.
I would rather be
Yeah,
dead
that
than have
shit-
locked in syndrome.
that shit is,
That's so
like-
scary.
That shit is like terrifying to think about. To be like that's like the feeling of like hopelessness. Like you
Yeah.
Mhm.
cannot do anything like about that. Like who knows? Because we had to pull the plug on my grandfather because they were like, hey, like he's not getting any better. Blah blah blah. It just gave us the call saying that like we should probably pull the plug. Fuck, who knows? He might have been there because he was such a lack of sleep. He could have been like, fucking, I don't fucking know, bro. He could have been in his own coma or some shit. I don't fucking know what happened, but
Dude, yeah.
this shit is wild to think about. And every now and then on TikTok, I go down a rabbit hole of shit like that because I like to, I don't know, try to find out as much as possible, I guess. But
Right.
yeah, the brain is a scary thing to think about. Space is a scary thing to think about. The ocean is terrifying to think
Oh
about.
yeah,
If
that's
I,
why like
if I think about the deep, deep ocean and we literally know nothing about it, it's
Giant,
ooh,
scary animals down in the
yeah,
deep,
bro,
dark
like
water.
that's why I'm like,
that
dude.
shit is
Like those
terrifying.
fucking giant like squids or whatever they are, bro.
Ooh.
Like 20 feet long or some shit. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that shit
Oh
is
my
just.
god.
Ugh.
I don't like how
And
they
the
look.
fact
They're
to
like
think, like,
terrifying.
Okay, like the fact, like the megalodon, it used to exist. It actually used to be a real thing. Now
Mhm.
imagine the things that are down there that still exist during the megalodon's time. Like we don't know if things, like who knows? Maybe the megalodon is still down
Not
there.
What if there's shit that
Right.
that was down there that that were like that we'll never know of
Yeah,
because we never discovered it.
but we
back
think
then.
it's
What if there's shit
extinct.
down there?
Like,
Right.
dude, like the Kraken.
Honestly, guys, let's get some scuba gear and go down there ourselves.
Dude, fuck no! I'm
Let's
never
go solve
no.
this mystery.
I am
Let's pull a
terrified of the
Titanic
ocean.
submersible and go explore the bottom of the ocean.
I am terrified of the
yeah.
ocean, bro. No.
Me too. I don't like being in big open water that I can't
Do
see
y'all
the
believe
bottom.
that like
Yeah.
giants were a thing?
Honestly, I don't know, cause we don't
don't
know.
know.
Because like
Here's what I'm
T-Rex
saying,
used to
right?
be a
Here's
thing,
what I'm saying.
like dinosaurs.
Yes, I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah,
I was literally just about to say that.
dinosaurs, like,
Dinosaurs used to be a
those
fucking thing.
motherfuckers
We don't
were
know
big.
what the fuck. Right. We don't know what was before dinosaurs.
Yeah,
What was
and we
before that?
like even like recently on
People,
TikTok, we got the real like sound of what they used to make. The
Right? Did
vibrations.
you know some people don't believe in dinosaurs?
That's bullshit, bro. We got fossils. We have like all this other shit.
I know, but like it's true. Some people, I think it's religious people, like Christians or something like that. It's some sort of religious like
They
religion.
mention dinosaurs in the Bible.
No,
That's a good question.
I don't think so. They don't believe in
Die
dinosaurs.
who believes in dinosaurs is a lie.
Or no, it's evolution. I don't know. It's something like either dinosaurs or evolution or some shit like that. They don't believe
So
in.
if dinosaurs aren't mentioned in the Bible, yet we found fossils of dinosaurs, did we just prove the Bible wrong?
Bro, might have, Loki.
Can we just like
Um,
stop Christians in their path
maybe.
just with that evidence?
Dude, that's like talking about fucking people who think the fucking world is flat.
What year
Like,
was
bro.
the first like? What year did we first find a fossil?
Dude, I don't
Okay,
know.
well,
Maybe it was like
has anyone ever
before.
thought that maybe the world is a triangle?
Shut the fuck up. No.
Maybe it's a
Come on,
square.
guys.
Dude, Minecraft?
Right.
Question mark? It's real? Theory? Theory?
Theory.
Theory? Guys,
Maybe.
guys.
We'll never
Notch. Notch is our god. Hello? Mojang?
You know what also I've been thinking about? You know how there's 2D, 3D,
Mhm.
and 4D, and then
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Isn't there like more dimensions that we just can't see? Because you know how in 2D you can't comprehend or can't see 3D.
I mean,
That's-
Isn't there like?
Dude,
Didn't
sometimes I really be
scientists
questioning
prove
if
that there's another
we're-
dimension that we can't physically like comprehend because we don't have the ability to see it
honestly,
and exist in it? Just like
May-
2D can't exist in like 3D.
maybe.
Sometimes I'd be
Eee.
questioning if we're in a simulation, I'll be honest, guys. There's so many mysteries around the world.
Dude.
That shit really be having me in my head at night, bro. That's the shit that
Dude,
keep me up
like-
at night. Be like, are we, like, what if, like Kat said, what if we're looking down upon by, like, aliens? Or
Yeah.
some spiritual being, right? Like, you know, like,
Did I say that?
yeah, you said that. Like, what if our universe, right?
Mm.
Our, like, space, you know, space is infinite, right?
Yeah.
Which is, what if that is like a planet to this spiritual being, and then this spiritual being also has their own space that's infinite, right? And then,
Like our space is a single planet to this other planet?
Oh,
other
you're
universe, is that
kind
what
of
you're
talking
saying?
about like
yeah,
how our
yeah,
our
like that.
universe is copy and pasted, but into another like.
yeah, like what
Dang.
if our space, everything that's in space, right? Even though it's infinite, what if everything that's in space is just a planet to this spiritual being, and the spiritual being is like watching upon us. This spiritual being like created this planet because it's a spiritual being, so obviously it would have powers, right? Yeah, we need to make an anime of this. But anyway, like the spiritual being made this fucking planet, right?
Yeah.
And it's like experimenting with it and shit like that, seeing what it can grow inside of this space planet, and in this space planet thing, it
Unhappiness.
has planets
Okay.
in here, but the spiritual being also has its own space.
And do you think that space, like that
What if
being
it just
space,
goes on
is, it-
forever?
is another planet for
What
another
if it's
being?
No, but like,
Burn.
look, it's so scary to think about because where the fuck did the universe come from in the first place? Where
The Big Bang Theory, duh.
I think
Wait, that's a good
like
point.
Like,
I
See,
think like
I
the
can't fathom
creation.
that. What was before the
Exactly.
universe?
I was gonna say, I think like the whole where did the universe come from? Like how did it start? I think that's another like thing you can't fathom.
you just
Like at
it's
all.
just like
Just like how you
What
can't
was
think of
the
new
beginning
colors,
of
you will
beginning
never be able
time?
to think of
yeah.
a different color that hasn't been thought of before.
And like, dude, it's
You
like
will never see a new
If I
color.
try hard enough, I can.
shut the
No,
fuck.
every color ever that we could see has like it exists. You can't make up a new color.
And it's crazy to think
No, I'm
about because
positive there's something we can like that like 10,000
Did you
years
know?
from now we'll find.
I think it's a kind of like shrimp or something can see more colors than us.
what the
Like a
fuck?
more
Yeah.
variety of color than us
That's so
because
weird.
they have more color receptors in their eyes or some shit like that.
What's also weird is if you think about like, okay, you know how like the whole story, like the Bible and all that, how it mentions Adam and Eve were the only two people alive. Where
Mhm.
and how were they born if they were the only two people?
I
Well,
And I
wasn't
know-
Eve made from the rib of Adam?
Yeah, Eve was made from Jesus made or God made Adam, but
Yeah.
who made God and Jesus? Well, we know
Like,
that Jesus. Who made
Because like,
God?
there's a lot of things that like back up that theory. Like, there could be like evolution. Like, you know how people talk about how we used to be monkeys, we used to be fish, and like all this other shit. And like, who knows if that's actually true
Well,
or if that's just bullshit.
actually, I don't know which group of religious people, which kind. They don't believe in evolution, so they don't believe we were monkeys ever. They
Mm.
believe that we were just created as people.
How do we know Greek gods weren't actually real?
Okay.
How do we know there wasn't a war between gods? Yo, that sounds badass.
Dude, yeah,
A
actually,
war between gods?
like that shit sounds crazy. Dude, the universe is just weird in general. Like, it's just hard to think about. Like, imagine if none of this happened. There would be nothing.
And you can't fathom
Well,
fucking.
that's not something you can fathom. It's just like you can't see out your elbow. You can never do that.
It's just,
That's just not something you could ever
It's just-
envision.
it's a
Guys,
weird.
I'm starting a panic.
Oh my god,
We're on
guys!
the simulation. You're in a coma.
Wake up,
Wake
wake
up.
up,
Your mom
wake up,
misses
wake
you.
up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
But what
Wake
if we,
wake up.
what, real talk though? What
What's
if we
good?
actually are in a simulation?
Nah, I don't.
Like computers?
I
Yeah.
don't believe that, but there is many theories that could align to that.
There is theories like the whole glitch, like the little glitch in the matrix type.
Mandela
Like
effect
stuff.
come out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yes, that too, but that's different. Like glitch in the matrix is like have you ever seen videos where like it's like a street or something, like cars are passing by, a car
Mhm.
passes in like the road, and then all of a sudden there's a person standing right where that car was 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Like they would have been hit if like it's like, oh, did that person teleport there? Did that person like glitch in the matrix? You
But,
know?
like, you never
type
know, because
stuff.
like anything could be edited nowadays, and it's just like fuck.
Right.
It's like we
Yeah,
don't
that
know
too.
what's
But I mean,
actually
like that's
legit.
the type of that's the only way I can explain like the whole glitch in the matrix type
But yeah,
thing, because
no,
it's
I-
different from the Mandela effect.
You know, I agree though.
But the Mandela effect is fucking freaky.
It is.
Everyone
It-
remembers something a certain way, and then like you go look into it, and it's actually been a different way the entire
Yeah,
time.
like how.
Yet
You know what
somehow
scares me?
everyone has the same memory of it.
This is nothing like we were talking about. But have y'all ever seen those like fucking hackers hacking into like TV stations at like night or like radio stations?
Bro,
That shit
those are so
scares
fucking
me.
Dude,
scary.
yeah. Like
It just plays some random like terrifying message over the radio out of nowhere.
recently, I saw like like this used to be on my like TikTok for you page. It just randomly came up. It was like the SpongeBob hack of like 2009, 2011 or whatever the fuck it was. And they showed like how these hackers like did this shit. And it's just weird. Like,
Some of those things are like fake as hell though. Like it became a trend to make those shit like
Yeah.
fake shit like that. It became a trend because like it was how scary it was. Certain like that scares me. Certain things as a kid.
Well, even
scare me.
if people are just doing it just because to fuck with people, it's still scary. It can still
Oh,
be
yeah.
scary.
Terrifying.
Cause like I mean I don't believe the messages. Like I every message I've heard like ooh the universe is ending, like blah blah blah, whatever kind of scary message they're playing. I never believe it, but it's like fucking terrifying. Like why are they doing this? Like I don't know. Just like I can. Every time I hear it, I just imagine like you're in like the woods. Like every time I hear a news broadcast over the fucking like radio, I just imagine like you're in the woods, like a fire watchtower in the woods type shit, and it's like fucking nighttime. It's terrifying, and all of a sudden this shit happens. Like creepypasta, like scary story
yeah,
type
bro.
scenario.
And like something that's like always on my mind is like, what's after this?
What's next for
Yes.
the world?
And like in general, what's next for us? What happens if we die? Where do we go? Is there a different universe? Is there some
Like
type
Coco?
of yeah, in a way.
Like the ghost world? I fucking love Coco.
Dude, Coco's such a fire movie though, I'm gonna be real.
Oh god.
That is a good point, though. What is after?
Like, we don't know, and it's hard because we don't know if there actually is a heaven or hell, or if it's just a spirit world, or if it's nothing. Like, it's just weird
I think
to
it'll
think
just
about.
be like I think it'll just be like when we go to sleep and we don't dream. You know, it's just like that's it. That's it. We just go to sleep and we never
That's
like
so,
wake
like,
up.
It's scary though, cause like thinking of it like that is like kind of scary, and like
I think there's a spirit realm.
there might
I think there's
be.
I think there's something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like you being in heaven or hell or just a roaming or but I don't know what it is, but I think there is a spirit realm out there. I think we go somewhere. Something happens with our
Yeah.
soul, the energy and shit like that.
It's just it's like every time I think about that, it really like it's hard to think about because we have no proof of anything. But like, there's been a
Right.
lot of like
and
incidents.
we'll never have proof.
There's been a lot of incidents where like people have talked about near death type of experiences. They see lights, they see this like bright light, and then like apparently people have said that someone has talked to them and said it's not their time, and that's how they
Have
woke
you
up.
heard
Yeah.
about like people like fucking I forgot there's a drug that like people like find out the meaning to life. They speak to this being, this spiritual being, and they find out the fucking meaning of life and shit like that.
What?
That's the type of shit that makes me think there's spiritual shit out there.
Yeah,
Or like people who
That doesn't
See the
convince
hat,
me because
man?
it's like
but it's
that.
yeah.
That shit don't convince me. Like if people take a drug to do it, that don't convince me. Because if you take like they're already adults usually. They already have ideas of like, oh, what's in the afterlife. They've already lived a life. They have ideas. They might not be consciously thinking, oh, I'm gonna take this drug and I'm gonna go find out the meaning of life. But like since they're an adult, like drugs are mind altering things. So
Right.
you might
But
not
maybe
be
that's
consciously.
what you need. Maybe like you need something to get into like a world like that or a realm. It's like
Maybe,
unlocking a
but-
boss.
What if like
I
okay?
don't know. That doesn't convince
If-
me because like meth makes people go crazy. Like I don't know if
If
meth
we
does,
were to
but
think
other
about
drugs make
it-
people crazy.
What if the entire place is in our head, which goes back to what we were talking about, the brain? What
You know
if
what we should do? We should like at the end of the podcast, we should be like, really think about it. Everything you just listened to was not real. Welcome to the beginning of the podcast, guys. And today,
shut the fuck
Somehow we tie it back to the first thing we said, and Pook just loops it, like plays the first minute or two again at the ending. It's like, welcome back,
It's like-
guys.
be like, if you really think about it, how did we start the podcast? I don't understand it. Just like it just become a loop.
And then we just start talking about like different shit, like, oh guys, look at this game.
Yeah, we don't talk about anything
Yeah,
that
we
we
s-
just talked
no,
about.
No. We start talking about like something completely random, and all of a sudden we throw in a little wake up, but just don't. Nobody acknowledges that we just threw in a random like something tied into what we've been talking to,
Have
something like
screams in the
that.
background that nobody talks about. Just like, help me! Knocking on the door, help me!
Bro, y'all want to know something else that's freaky to think about?
What?
You know how the uncanny valley exists
yes.
about people? I didn't actually like really think about it. Like, okay, yeah, that thing kind of just looks off. It looks like a person, but it looks off. That's what uncanny valley is, right?
Yeah.
I never thought about this until recently. I had been watching a video or something, and this girl, she's basically like, you know how the uncanny valley exists, right?
Mhm.
And you know how almost all of our instincts of like fear are like from the past, like just in our biology, like evolutionary, we still have this like survival instinct. Why are we scared of things that look slightly off of us? They look like us but slightly different. Why are we scared?
Right.
Dude,
Have you ever
That's so true.
Like what
you
are
ever
those
thought
things
about
that we
what
used to be
if,
scared
like,
of?
the multiverse is real?
Dude, that's what I was gonna tie it to, like the whole universe shit. Like,
See, how do we know we were about to tie the same thing? That's what I'm saying.
shut
What I'm
up.
saying, bro.
It's
Wake
the
up,
simulation.
wake up, wake
The simulation, we've already been through this
Nightmare,
before.
nightmare.
But no, like, okay, to really talk about the multiverse, we don't know. Marvel does an incredible job Fucking Into the Spider-Verse does an incredible job. But
I
to
love
really,
Into the Spider-Verse.
dude, low-key, yeah. But to really think about it, like in real life, what if there is a possibility?
Bro, am I
There
shaking
is.
ass in another dimension, bro?
What's also
You
weird is
might
like,
be. Did we know each other in the other dimensions?
yes.
My
Will we ever know each
God.
other?
Are we
You
different?
talking to your other bitches in the other dimension, huh?
Okay.
Are you?
An argument just breaks out on the podcast. Yeah, just cuts out. You just cut back into us arguing. You fucking beep beep beep.
Or it cuts to like the fucking static of when like channels go out on old TVs.
And it just says
And
wake
it's just
up,
like,
wake up,
wake
wake
up.
up, wake up. Yes!
Yo, how do we think the same thing? Yo, my
Wake
God.
up. Multiverse.
Yo, is your dick 6 inches too?
What?
What?
Okay,
Wake
bro.
up. Nightmare.
Bro, do y'all know about the missing 411 shit?
No, but I've heard of
not
it, but I don't know
really.
what it is. Though.
Not
Bro,
really.
that shit is so scary. Basically, it's like I'm pretty sure some guy wrote a book and that's why it's called Missing 411.
Mhm.
But it's basically the whole concept of it is people would go missing, right? In like let's say, some woods, like they're hiking or something in the woods. They would go missing and when you go to like, send a search party to go find them, they search like a giant area around where the person was last seen or where they were supposed to be, right? They
Mhm.
search this area, it's professionals. They know how to do their job. Like they're clearing, they're checking, yep, this place was checked, yep, this area was checked, blah 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 blah. They check, they don't find the person. And then it's different amounts of time, but then the person shows up a long time like after. Like it could be a few days, it could be like a month or something. They show up unharmed and like as if nothing happened.
That
Like they just randomly appear. Cause for example, there was this one kid, Riker Webb or whatever his name was.
I think I know who you're
He
talking about.
is he's like a little 4-year-old, right? He went missing in like some woods or like near his family's home or something. I don't know. He went missing, right?
Yeah.
They searched an area, couldn't find him. But then I think a couple days later or something, they found him in an area that was already checked off that they had searched thoroughly. And it had been a few days. It's like cold or something. He's barely wearing like he's not wearing clothes to survive.
Wasn't
that
it
long
reported that
out
he
in the
was
cold.
brung back there by the birds, like he was like kidnapped or some shit?
Dude, I don't know, but like.
Hook, whatever noise your mic is making is terrifying for this
Yeah,
conversation.
it's scaring me.
It's making
Yeah, I
your
think we're
noise-
getting hacked
your-
right now, and it's a little scary.
What is it?
Like,
it was
Wake
just for a
up.
second. It was like a little like buzzing kind of noise. But anyway, the kid he like showed up back at the home or something, or someone found him, and he's perfectly fine. Like he was out in the like swampy or wet area. I don't know. It was wet. I don't know if it's the same kid, but one kid was found in a wet area, came back unharmed. Like nobody had taken him, no animals had like attacked him or anything. He came back unharmed, and his feet were like clean or something, as if he hadn't been walking around in like the dirt for like days. And he came back not wearing the same clothes, but he looks fucking traumatized. Like he looks terrified.
And like that's what
And
people talk about.
since he was so young, they couldn't really get a story out of him. He was only like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
They couldn't really get a clear story of what happened in that time that he was missing.
And people have said like I forgot what it's called, but like traumatic thing that kids go through, and their eyes just become fucking wide and shit like that, and it's like stuck like that.
Yeah, they're like shell shocked.
But like it's
But
just
like
so
I think
weird.
that shit is so crazy.
Seeing that
Like
picture,
the 411
like,
shit is scary.
Dude, everything about like that type of thing is scary because like it's just fuck. As soon as you said 401, that reminded me of fucking Riker Reb and like how he just
Right.
disappeared.
If you are interested, if you like that kind of stuff, you should watch Lore Lodge. He
Lore Lodge?
he has a series. He like hour-long videos. He has a series where he talks about like just missing 411 cases. He tells the whole story of like the person, where they were, what they were wearing, like how they went miss, like all of that information. And he
Dude.
also I think it's kind of cool. He also goes into like the history of the area, like the native history of the area. Like
Yeah.
in this area, wendigos were like a thing that the natives
Wake up.
talked about.
Yeah.
that was a little too. That was a little too good.
That scared me.
That was scary.
But you should watch him if you're interested in that, because he does those videos and I think they're pretty interesting.
You should like have a soundboard and like throughout all your podcast episodes, at least once, just be like, just
You
press like
throw in a
something that
little
sounds.
But yeah, no, like, dude, like what you were talking about, it's crazy to think about. Like, okay, to tie what you just said to what I'm about to say, you know how like there's mystical creatures, Bigfoot,
Yeah.
Wendigo, shit like that. It's kind of interesting to think, is all that real, or is it just like creepypasta, like how people just made it up because it was just for fun?
I don't think well, I know. Well, I shouldn't say I know because that sounds like I know for a fact. But
Yeah.
there are some native like folk stories of like like the creatures. I don't know specifically which one. I'm pretty sure it's the Wendigo, where the creature, the Wendigo that comes and eats people and stuff like that. The creature itself doesn't exist, but the story, they use it more as like a story. You know how in the Bible they use stories to convey a message? The Wendigo is kind of like that, where it's conveys a message on how people would like cannibalize others, and if you cannibalize people, you kind of like go crazy because it's a thing where like once you kill people, it's like you'll never be the same again, right?
Yeah.
You basically lose a piece of yourself, and I'm pretty sure the whole message behind the Wendigo is like you'll like lose yourself if you cannibalize someone. You'll lose yourself and become like crazy.
Never let it go. You only get
Shut
one
the
shot.
fuck
Do not
up.
miss your chance to blow.
Dude,
Stop with two.
dude, are you kidding me? Wake up.
But I don't know if it's like
They
the
should do
Wendigo,
that at,
but
like-
I know there's some stories that they have where it's just more like a don't do this because it's bad, and they just use a story as like a way to
Or,
convey
like-
it and scare people from doing it.
Like lucid dreaming and shit. That is not at all tied in. But I just remembered, like you said, don't do that, and it reminds me of like when you lucid dream, you're not supposed to look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, aren't you not supposed to ask somebody something? Like you're not supposed to ask somebody if this
Yeah,
is real.
you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to
Could
do
you
that.
imagine? You're like, is this real? And they're just like, they just start tweaking out on you. Their face starts melting. They turn uncanny valley or some shit.
The reason
that's
I think they
creepy.
say to not do that, I think it's more of because you can sometimes you can have traumatizing dreams where like it's not real. You know it's a dream, it's not real, but it's so scary you're like traumatized from it. I think it's more like don't do this because you're gonna end up scaring yourself and you're gonna be traumatized, and it's like
I hate because I have a really active imagination. So me imagining that, like, imagine if you do that and like it's just like
It's just terrifying, bro.
You see some like
Scary.
demonic like.
Have we talked about
presence.
the dream stuff on this yet, or was that another time?
What are you talking
Pretty
about?
sure we talked about it.
Like, have we like talked about like the sleep paralysis and stuff yet here? Our dreams and stuff
I
on
talked
this
about
yet?
mine.
Or was it before?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Did you?
I don't think you said yours, and I don't think I said mine either, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it was just Pook. Well, that's related to the topic.
So about the time where like I had this twin bed in my room, and then I had this couch that was like a pull-out bed thingy that like pulled out to a mattress. And every now and then I would just open it and just go sleep on it because why not? Something to do. And then I remember just one night sleeping on it, and then just like seeing myself from the roof. Like I was seeing myself from the roof, and then like I remember trying to move. I could not move, bro. I mean, I started panicking. I was trying my hardest to. I was trying everything, and I could not move. And then I just like woke up, and I was like out of breath, and I just jumped up. Like, I just sat up really, really fucking fast.
Yeah.
And it was scary.
Which
It
kind
was
of
so
ties.
I didn't go to sleep for the rest of the night.
It ties into my sleep paralysis, where like it's kind of like your soul escaping your body and watching over you.
Your shit is scary
Your
though.
shit's terrifying, bro.
Dude,
Bro,
low
I
key
would
is.
not. I would never want to sleep again. I'd rather
Like,
die than dream that. Oh my god, that's so
knowing
scary.
That whatever the fuck I was controlling ran towards my body, and that's how I woke up is scary.
Did you say
I
that on
would
this podcast
cry.
yet?
He did.
Yes.
I remember. I was power
Bro,
washing.
that-
I've been power washing.
That shit is scary to think about, bro.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
no. Like I'm thinking about it now, and it gives me shivers. And that I actually have like.
Bro, I'm thinking about it, and I didn't even dream it, and I'm scared.
Oh, I forgot one. I have this long fucking. Okay, so this was like so fucking long ago when I was like 9 or 8 or something like maybe even younger. I used to sleep in the room that I'm not sleeping in now, this used to be my sister's room. So think of it like, okay, so the room I'm in right now, it used to be my sister's room. My sister used to live here still, and I used to
Right.
sleep in the third room, or which we would call it the back room now, which just has a bunch of shit.
The back rooms. Wake up.
Shut up. What? Ah! It was Christmas Day, Christmas night, and I was chilling in my bed. I was just a little happy kid. I believed in Santa. I believed.
No stress.
Yup. I believed in Santa, all that, but something was weird. I was laying in bed. There was a knock at my door. So let's give a little example. It sounded like that. Now, to really fathom that, it was nothing. I was just a little kid. I didn't really care, so I kind of just ignored it. Then came a second one. You got a little bit louder, and I just wake up. And I kind of just ignored it, and then came a third one. So shut the fuck up. So I finally decided to check on like what the fuck it was, and turns out it was nothing, literally nothing at my fucking door. But I wasn't really scared because I was like, okay, what the fuck? And so it wasn't my sister, because I would have heard her door slam as soon as she ran, and I would have heard fucking obviously running. It wasn't my parents, because their bedroom is so fucking far away. I would have seen them if they did it. So the next morning I asked everyone, and they all said they didn't do anything. They were all asleep. And it was kind of like, what the fuck? What did that?
And
in a
you'll
way?
never know.
Got
Dude,
me spooked
I
to
will
walk in
never
the
know.
dark.
Cause like, dude, I don't know what it was. Cause like that night I went and I left my room. I saw my sister's door was closed because she was sleeping. I walked over to the living room area. I saw all the presents. I was like, woohoo! And I kind of just walked my ass back to bed. I didn't really think much of it because I was just a kid. I didn't really think of it as anything crazy.
Nah, as a kid, I would be thinking crazy, being like, what the fuck just knocked on my goddamn door?
Yeah, but like it's weird because like it happened. I ignored it once. I ignored it twice, and it happened for the third time. Whatever.
I used to think my dad was the devil.
Oh my god.
We'll get into that after you finish your story.
Whatever was at my door really wanted me to go out. And I did it, but nothing ever happened to me. So I don't know what was exactly at my door or what was the reasoning that it wanted me out. Like, I don't know. Because it's creepy to think about, like, who and what was knocking at my door? Was it all in my head? No, I don't think so. Like, I fucking
You
heard
never know,
it.
the mind is a powerful
There
thing.
was one time that I was with Andrew and me and my friends were all playing hide and seek in his house.
Mhm.
His cousin.
And yeah.
Clarify, the podcast don't know that.
Andrew is his cousin.
Wake up.
Wake up.
And then I'm like seeking, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I hear boom boom boom. What the fuck? And Andrew's tripping balls. Like he was kicking his legs and shit. And he's like, turn on the fucking lights. I turn on the lights. He goes, something just fucking grabbed my leg.
Oh,
None of us was
fuck.
by him. But
No!
I genuinely like heard and saw him like panic, like kick and punch. Like he genuinely felt something grabbed him and he was terrified, bro. Oh my god, that shit like low key got me like fucked up. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't know what to do. He was like, I swear to God, something just yanked my fucking leg. And I was like, what the fuck?
It's so creepy
And the
because
fact that a Ouija board has been played in his house when he was young made
I
it
always
worse,
wanted to play
bro.
one.
dude,
You're
fuck all that, dude.
I don't know if I believe in it. It's sold in a fucking kid's toy store. I don't know if I believe in a board that's sold in a toy store for children.
Nonetheless, I'm gonna say fucking fuck all that, dude. Fuck that.
on God, bro.
Like,
Why would
I'm
I take
not-
the chance?
I'm not about to like take that chance, fuck around like a dumbass, and just have a fucking demon in my house. No.
I don't even know if I believe in ghosts and shit. My mother had me confused at one point because we would
Why?
watch you know, ghost shows, movies, whatever, and then I would be scared of it because I was a kid, right? And I'd be told ghosts aren't real, ghosts aren't real, ghosts aren't real. But then one time I'd say maybe like 7. Or I don't know, I was very young, like, you know, very, very young. My mother had her friend over, right? They're in the basement, you know, they're smoking, drinking and stuff.
Wake up.
And then all of a sudden they start freaking out. I hear them freak the fuck out. So I go to this top of the basement stairs. I'm like, what's going on, guys? You know, I'm a kid. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
I just want to know. And my mom says that we had like a little like at-home workout like machine thing. So you know how it has padding on it for you to like lay down and like do whatever workouts.
Yeah.
So we had that in the middle of the basement at the time. And her and her friend said that they'd seen like paw prints. Like her cat had recently died.
What the fuck?
And she said she
Rest in
saw
peace.
like the imprint of like if a cat was walking on it.
What?
So like she tells me ghosts aren't real, but then she tells me she's seen a ghost cat.
Like, dude, that's so weird. And like, okay.
She had me so confused as a kid. But then I just chalked it up to like they're smoking, they're drinking, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, think about it. Like, you know how
as a
sometimes
kid, that
dogs
scared
act
me.
like they can see shit we can't?
Dude,
What if they can
yes.
see spirits and shit?
Dude, they
Bro, Kyra scares me, bro. She be doing that sometimes. She just stares off.
No, they do. There's no way they don't. Like, they see shit that we can't see. as babies, we saw shit that we no longer can see.
Yeah,
like,
why? Why is
dude,
that?
I don't-
like. Come on now. Oh,
It's so weird. But like there's people like I know this is hard to believe, but my mom can see shit. Not obviously it's not gonna be like some dumbass shit where she sees them all the time, but like on the corner of her eye she can see like shadows and shit like that. But I have like two like other paranormal stories that have actually happened really fucking recently. But first, Squeeze, you mentioned how you saw your dad as a devil or some shit, and you might as well talk about that. Like what?
oh. So basically, cause like my dad's an alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
And every time my dad drank, he'd be like very like aggressive and mean and shit.
Yeah.
It's very stupid, but as a kid, I genuinely used to think the devil was holding my dad.
Oh my god.
And I would actually be like terrified. Like I would actually be like, what if like that's the devil taking over my dad? I'll never forget one time he was super drunk and he was like he just bro, oh my god, this shit like scared the shit out of me. He like was on his like knees, mad for some reason,
Yeah.
and he just punched the floor and screamed stop. And I remember being like, nah, the devil got him. The devil got him. He just went bam, stop, and nobody was talking to him, bro. And I was like, what is happening, bro?
That's so weird.
One
I
time
was
my sister
so
scared my
scared.
parents
How?
Why?
when she was a baby, because apparently when she was like a little baby, like crawling type shit, not even like walking yet, only crawling. Apparently she was crawling backwards.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Like apparently her body was moving as if she was gonna crawl forwards, but she was moving backwards.
That's so weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Immediately throwing the kid in the dumpster.
Later.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Wake
believed
up.
it that she was like crawling perfectly backwards like that.
Dude, I don't know. Like that shit's a hit or miss, bruh.
Kind of like the moonwalk, but moon crawl.
Baby Michael Jackson? Question mark.
My sister secretly Michael Jackson?
Y'all believe the government is so powerful they like clone people?
I don't know.
Like clone, or they just find somebody who's like similar enough that they can
Like
like.
clone.
I don't
Yeah.
know exactly.
Cause like,
Because isn't
like
there
come
like
on, there's
a
no way there's not
scientist who-
corruption
your-
with the
clone your-
fucking higher ups.
No, they definitely, if they can, they definitely wouldn't tell us. But isn't there a fucking like scientist person who can clone your like cat or dog? If you
What
give
the
them like
fuck?
enough DNA of your animal, they can
That's-
clone it.
That's so fucked up
I've
though.
heard of it.
Cause like the original
like-
dies and then you have this clone. Like that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
but like the clone, like for the animal, the clone looks the same, physically, but it doesn't act the same. So like if your cat was very cuddly and you got it cloned, the
That
new one
reminds
might
me-
not be cuddly because it's
that-
like not the same cat.
That reminds me of like the movie that who made it? It was like Pet Cemetery or some shit like that.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Pet
Where it's like
Sematary.
evil, it comes back evil
Yes.
after you bury it
That's
there.
what
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of. Like, and it's scary because we keep fucking around with technology that like movies have
Yeah.
showed that it goes bad. But we keep fucking around with like robots
Yep.
existing. Like why are we
Detroit become human.
Why are we fucking around with that? We've seen movies and they're like, nah, let's keep doing it. Dude, like, okay,
Not
look.
gonna lie, let's plant a chip in your brain. Honestly,
Ah.
that
Yeah,
sounds
absolutely
like the
not.
best plan possible.
Absolutely not for me.
Dude, fuck all that. Like, I hope I'm dead before, like, fucking robots actually come to the fucking world. Like, no.
They already are in the world.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
little robots that like deliver your food on campus. There's like restaurants where it's like completely robot.
Oh, God, that's so
like-
bad.
Like there's completely. I think it's like Korea or some shit. Some country like Asian country like that.
Yeah.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna go
Where-
make some waffles.
Okay.
Okay, where there's like a fully like robot McDonald's there.
What the
Like it's
fuck?
all robots and like machines that make your food. They package it and then they deliver it to you. Like
Dude.
through the drive-through. Like they give it to you
Like,
through the drive-through.
Don't
type
get me
shit.
wrong, that's cool, and I love how technology is advanced,
Mm-mm.
but, dude, no. No.
That is not good for us.
No, it's not. It's a miss. No,
Cause like, how do they expect for society to continue if we have all these like robots doing it? Like, how are people gonna be able to live? You can't work.
that's so true.
You can't work because everything
Already,
is robot.
jobs are being
what are people
taken
gonna do?
away because
Yeah.
fucking robots and stupid ass technology. Technology's
Mhm.
cool, but like you're losing.
It is,
You're losing a
but-
lot of people's availability to make money. Like that's a
Like not even
serious
just
problem.
that. Like how do you expect to continue? Like what is the next step? Like okay, we
Yeah,
replace
no, for real.
the majority, if not all, jobs with robots. What's next? Like what do we do
Yeah.
as people?
It's just fuck. Anywho, this is not gonna be a smooth transition, but back to what I was saying about I have two stories. So these are like ghost slash
Stories of what?
spirited
Oh, ghost,
spirits
ghost, ghost.
related stories. These are actually like super fucking recent. Like I'm talking about this year, this exact year.
Mhm.
Okay, so the first one, I was getting ready. I was getting ready for. I think it was school because I think I haven't graduated high school yet. I was getting ready for school. I was in the bathroom, probably like texturizing my hair and shit. And all of a sudden, my mom hears this like her bedroom door slamming open. But I didn't hear it. I was in the bathroom, so I don't know if it's true or she's just hearing things.
Right.
But like I was done in the bathroom and she told me like, did you hear that? And I was like, hear what? She was like, my bedroom door, it slammed open. And I was like, no. And she said, look, the door was not open before. And I can't say if that's true or not because I didn't really get a good look at her door. But her door
Right.
was open. It wasn't closed. So I don't know if it was originally opened or if it was like, as she said, slammed open. Because she heard a big thud. A big like, and I was like, what the fuck? So that was kind of like trippy, but I didn't know how to feel about it because I don't know if like, because I didn't get to see the door if it was closed or not. So I just brushed it off. I was like, I don't fucking know. But then there's this next one which is pretty recent, like more recent.
Right.
So I was just chilling in my bedroom. I heard something drop. My mom was cleaning shit or something. She was fucking around with like shit on our this giant box we have, which is like a portable AC unit. Because one time we bought it because our AC fucking kind of sucked ass. So we
Yo,
just
hold
bought
on. I don't know if it's just me panicking.
it. What?
I don't know. We just like made a noise in the kitchen, and all the dogs looked in the same direction I looked, and I don't know what made a noise. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. We all jumped and looked in the same direction, but I don't know what made the noise.
You're just
Y'all
you're just paranoid because of the conversation.
Nah, trust me. Like I'm paranoid as fuck too. I keep looking at the corner of my like. Okay, I have
Don't
this
worry,
like
I was paranoid too, going up to the washroom in the darkness.
I have this like really like dark. I'll get back to the story, but I have this like really dark corner of my room where like my door is, and like it's kind of like the darkest corner I have, and it's just off. It's not smooth. I don't know how I can show y'all, but it's dark. It's like a dark box in a way. It's like a dark, tiny little box that goes all the way up, and that's it. Like all the other corners aren't like that.
Maybe you should get like a little lamp or some shit to put there, a nightlight or some shit.
I know, cause like whenever like I get paranoid, I always stare in that corner, cause I feel like there's something
Right, 'cause
fucking
it's
there.
the darkest.
And the scariest thing is my desk is right next to that fucking corner. Like
People aren't afraid of the dark; they're afraid of what's in the dark.
that's dude, yes. And I hate that corner because then my fucking mind fucks with me, and it like it pretends to see shit, which I know isn't there, but my mind is like so fucking
Yeah,
paranoid.
that's why I turned on my lights, so I
Yeah.
can't be tricking myself because of paranoia.
It's just scary. Like paranoia is a big thing. Like that's also the human brain. Like that shit could
Yeah,
fuck
I was gonna
you
say
up.
once again in the mind.
This whole like fucking podcast is about like mind and like shit like that.
And like shit we can't even know.
Yeah, like it's just I kind of like it. It's kind of like a deep little podcast. Anywho, back to my story. So I was talking about the AC unit, the portable AC unit. We kept the box and the AC unit's in that box. But yeah, she was just putting stuff on it, and I heard something fall, and apparently it was what my dad gave my mom for like Mother's Day or some shit like last year or something like that, or even this year, I don't know exactly. But yeah, it fell somehow, and she wasn't even like near it. She wasn't fucking around with it or anything. It just fell, and I was like, what the fuck fell? And she was like, I don't know. And I looked, and I saw that it was, so to put it like a picture in your head, it's like kind of like this glass thing, and it has like a cute little message. But
Like
yeah,
a glass block with writing on it, or
yeah,
like
yeah, kind of in like a way. And like that's what fell, and I was like, what the fuck? How did the fuck did that fall? And she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, that's weird. But I brushed it off because I was like, I don't know, maybe it's nothing. But it's weird because like the fact.
We're all gonna sleep bad tonight.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But it's weird because like the fact that there was a slamming door and then that thing fell.
Something's
And-
up to get your mom.
I'm turning on my lights, bro. Fuck this, dude. I can't. I can't. I can't stop looking at that corner, bro. It's creeping me the fuck out.
I already been turning my lights up. And like the thing is, I don't even think I believe in ghosts. So I don't know why I'm getting all paranoid and freaked out. I don't even believe in it.
Dude, it's just like paranoia really fucks with your brain like so hard. It's just damn. It's so weird to think about.
Yeah.
Like all these stories, and like it's weird to like understand like if there truly is an entity among us. Don't. But no, it's just like we don't know because like there's clearly proof, but it's just weird because we don't know like how can we truly say that that's a real thing?
Do y'all believe
Right.
in those people who like use spirit boxes and shit to talk to the dead?
Sometimes, like I feel like Sam and Colby, I believe the most.
Nah, on God, Sam and Colby have been losing my trust with that shit.
Really?
Yeah, like after what was it?
I watched a video on like the new haunted like house thingy that they did.
The one
you
where
can
with the boy and girl hold like hands and then they like A B, you know, and it like clicks on the letter and they just whatever, I forget what, I think it's The Conjuring or something like that. I don't know. Whichever one that was. I highly don't believe that at all.
Dude, and it's hard because like, what if it's true? But there's gonna be a lot of people who just don't believe it.
wasn't
And
it was like the guy was like popping his ankle or knee or something.
That's, I don't know. They like debunked it, but like not good enough in my opinion.
Like it's hard to like when it comes to like talking about paranormal experiences and like even like recording some, people will either believe you or not because anything could be edited.
Right.
You could be lying. Like
Yeah, and that's why I don't really trust chemical. I don't trust anything really. Any
Yeah.
like ghost caught on camera or whatever.
yeah, no,
Because you know
it's-
everything can be edited, and you know they are YouTubers. They do this for a job, and if it's not, you know, they got to be interesting. They got to, you know.
Yeah, sorry.
What the fuck was that? What was that?
The Costa Rico strikes again.
Pook secretly has a spirit box going to communicate with the ghosts. Get them in on the podcast.
You know what is crazy? How everyone, like you can see this on TikTok, has like no one has had an original experience. It seems like everyone has done like
Oh
some
no!
shit
Oh
that
no!
you
I've
thought.
seen some original experiences on TikTok.
It seems like everything that you have done that you're like, bro, I did that as a kid. They're like, me too. But it's like such a like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like biting the palm of your hand to itch it.
Wake up.
Everyone
Mhm.
has done that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Or like if you have a mosquito bite, you like you like push in with your nail and an X on the mosquito bite.
Wake up.
Oh, absolutely not.
Wake up.
Okay.
I don't push in on any bumps.
Kick her ass out the podcast.
Wait, what?
Like, bro, whenever I have a mosquito bite and I notice it's like a mosquito bite, it starts to bump up, I avoid it. I scratch in a circle around it. I do not touch the bump. I don't like it. It's disgusting.
What I do?
I don't like bumps.
So I was taught this as a young age. Some lady, I forgot who it was. Apparently they're related to me or some shit, or they're just
It's a ghost.
close to my family. Shut
Ghost
the
of your
fuck-
grandma.
Okay, shut up. So when like you have like an itch, if you put an X, like you engrave an X in the middle, like where the itch is,
That's what I'm talking about.
it stops itching at least for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's weird. What?
There's the placebo effect. Also
Got
in
my
the brain.
teeth chattering thinking of fucking scratching
you can
directly on
literally-
top of a mosquito bite.
The placebo effect, where you can literally convince yourself
Placebo effect is
something
crazy.
happening that's not. You can convince yourself that you're drunk
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
high if you truly believe it.
What about witchcraft? Do you guys believe in witchcraft? Like how
Like-
some people can
I
actually
don't
do
Like
No.
witchcraft?
drawing symbols and saying like some
Like let's
very old language is gonna like curse somebody.
no, like just like make things happen type shit. I don't know if I believe in that or not. I have no idea.
Same.
Like
I don't know.
it might be true, but it might not because they could like make something happen, but in general it could just be, you know, what is it called?
What was considered witchcraft back, like the Salem witch trials? What was considered like witchcraft and got them like executed?
If you
What-
look
what
ugly,
did they
you were a
do?
witch. They burned your ass.
Because I mean, like I've seen jokes of people being like, "This woman can read, witch," and kill her. But like,
fuck?
I'm genuinely curious what the actual like criteria was for a witch.
I don't know. I feel like
Having your period, burn.
okay.
Bleeding, burn. That's it. You're done for, buddy.
When it comes to witchcraft and like that kind of makes me think of like satanic symbols and shit like that. Like how people like do those fucking rituals and shit. Like, do those work or do they not? Is like
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I've been thinking about.
Wait.
Like-
Before we move on. I googled like what did witches do during like the Salem witch trials to be considered a witch. It said the Puritans believed that physical realities had spiritual causes. For example, if the crop failed, the devil may have played a role, and Satan could not take the form of an unwilling person. So if anyone claimed to have seen a ghost or spirit in the form of the accused, that person must be a witch. So basically, if I thought James was a spirit right now, and I accused him of being like the spirit that caused, like the devil that caused the crops to die, you would be burned.
Oh my
You would be
Damn, so I
hung.
gotta
You would
feel
be
like-
executed.
That's fucked.
Hey, that person right there. That's what my grandma done. And they'd be like, burn her ass right now. Get her.
That's so
Like,
fucked.
at least that's what I got from that's what I understood from that
Those
definition.
could be
That
like
could be
innocent ass
wrong.
motherfuckers, and then
right.
they're dead.
Wake up.
Yep, that's crazy. Anyway, continue with
Wake
what
up
you were
to
saying. What you
reality.
were gonna say before I'm like, wait.
Wake up.
What?
So what I was saying
What?
was.
Who said that?
What I was saying was, fuck, bro. I knew I should have talked. I should have interrupted you after you interrupted me because I
Shut the
forgot.
fuck up.
Bro, not for real.
Just remember next time.
Probably you bust a lip. What's so funny about that, huh, buddy?
You guys were ever scared of like the alert sounds as a kid? Grandma, I hear you. Give me a sign.
What alert sound are you talking about exactly?
Like, hold on. Everyone stay quiet until I get this up.
But also, what kind of scared are we talking? Like scared, like oh no, a tornado's coming.
Oh no, we're
no,
gonna
just
die.
got kidnapped, or oh no, I'm going to die because the world is ending right now.
It was just creepy and unsettling. Like, I think that this is it. Hold on, guys. I got an ad.
That's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, what's weird and stupid?
Yeah, I guess.
What's weird?
Bro,
Okay.
hearing that at 3 a.m. That like no. You know it was scary. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I
No,
have to
you're
say
good.
this. Like, being up late as a kid, my parents sleeping, and then like my TV would go off with that, and I could hear their TV in the distance doing the same thing.
Oh
And it's
yeah.
dead
Like, your
silent in
TV
the
would
house,
just
and all
turn
you hear
on?
is no. It would be like I would have it on while
Oh.
in my room, and all you hear is
Alright.
throughout the whole house, and it's dead silent.
That
beside
is kinda
bro. I'm
creepy,
telling
though.
you, I would start shaking. Like it's so scary to me.
Nah, but you know what's so
And
weird?
I would freeze. Like I would literally freeze and be like, "What?"
Yeah,
I
but
was
only
terrified.
that alarm to me would be scary because like our
Yeah.
fucking Amber Alert or our weather alert, that shit just pisses me off. Especially the Amber Alert. Sorry, missing kids, but it's 3 a.m. I'm trying to sleep. I don't need to be blasted in my ears right now with this fucking alarm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be up at 3 a.m., but they have no choice.
Bro, so many people get kidnapped over here, bro.
Wait, in Canada?
Yeah, it's like
What?
if you, bro, there's so many
Oh my
videos
god,
I've
the world
seen.
is not safe outside of USA.
Bro!
What the fuck?
What?
But bro, I've seen like
Wake
so many
up.
videos of other
Okay.
Canadians like being like, "Oh my god, we hear this alarm so much, it's annoying. Like we want to."
Wake up.
Anyway,
I was terrified. Why'd you do that?
he's been doing that.
No, you went, it goes dead silent right here is, wake up. You cut out like 2-3 times and it went dead silent and Pook waited like 2 seconds and went, wake up.
Oh,
What? What
I'm
happened?
just scared of.
Kyra moved. She made noise. She moved. I heard her nails on the fucking floor. It scared me.
They're coming for you, bruh. The missing kids. You just talk shit about them.
Episode 2, us trying to scare each other.
Anyway, I kept cutting Pook off because I was talking. Continue, Pook.
Okay, so speaking about the fucking Amber Alert or whatever the fuck that. I actually so I was spending the night with my sisters, right? This was like literally fucking like what, yesterday? Yeah, it was literally yesterday. Yesterday night. I woke up to the fucking TV making that noise. But what's funny is because it randomly selected that on YouTube. Like I woke up to that shit and I was like, what the fuck? Like it was weird because I was just watching like this COD zombie like back history and like the timeline and shit, and I kind of fell asleep watching that, and I just wake up at like 3 a.m. or like 2 a.m. or some shit. No, it was like probably like at 4 or 5 or even 6 to fucking burn. So I just fucking shut the TV off and I went back to bed. But it was just weird that I woke up to that. Like it wasn't. I don't think it was an actual alarm, because my phone would have got it, but it was just a fucking sound effect. It was weird.
Nah, some things are just genuinely like unsettling that I just hate with a passion. Like it's just so unsettling to me, and it doesn't even have to be anything like scary. I just find it unsettling. Like, you ever watch Robot Chicken?
What the fuck is Robot Chicken?
Bro, if you know, you know. It's an Adult Swim show that is like stop motion, that are like 15-minute long like episodes, and they're funny and they curse and shit like that. It's clearly for adults. But as a kid, when I used to see the intro, it scared me. Like go look up Robot Chicken like intro real quick for me, Pook. This is like 3 a.m. in the morning, like 8-year-old me seeing this. I don't know, it was just scary.
Yeah. What the fuck am I watching right now? What the hell? This is what you used to watch?
Yeah, this is Robot Chicken, and the intro scared me. I think it genuinely terrified.
It is a little weird, especially this dude's fucking smile.
Yeah, like, I'm young as fuck. I'm seeing this at 3 a.m. Like, you know, like, that shit, nah.
Yeah.
Bro, a show that used to get me like a little
What the
paranoid when I was a
fuck?
kid, and like thinking of like, ooh, what if aliens are real? I don't know what it's called, but it was basically, it's kind of a show like kind of like 1,000 Ways to Die, where it's, you know, it's not necessarily meant for kids, but it's not like crazy over the top with like too much that's not right for kids, right?
Yeah.
Basically, the show, the concept of it is they would it's kind of like Two Truths and a Lie, where they would show like 3 different like reenacting 3 different scenarios, right? But I think only one of them is true, and they're all alien related. Like they're all like, oh, an alien did this happened with an alien, blah 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 blah, I think. And it's like, ooh, can you figure out which one of these is true? And then at the end, it reveals which one is true, and that shit always scared me because it's like, what, you alien? What do you mean is true? But then I was also conflicted because I'm like, it's a show. It's probably for entertainment, like, you know, not real. But like, what if they're saying it's real? So like,
Yeah.
what if? I don't know. I was a kid.
Anywho, we should probably wrap this up. It's been fun talking to you guys for like fucking 2 hours straight about fucking random bullshit. We dived into a lot of shit, which was actually
I think it was a pretty good podcast.
No, for real. Like I learned a lot. Even like if we just talked about like different shit, like I learned from it. Like it's cool being able to talk about shit like that. But yeah,
For sure.
I don't know. We should definitely do this again. But I never introduced you guys. They know me, but they don't know you guys. So let's get this started. So can I get a hear from Squeeze? Where's Squeeze at? Hello, Squeeze. Squeeze.
Here.
Okay.
Here.
Hey, that's Squeeze. That's Squeeze. That little voice right there. And where's Cat at? Cat. Hello, Cat.
Here.
No. Okay, that's a man. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Anywho.
Who got the names reversed?
Cat is Squeeze and Squeeze is Cat.
Wake up.
Shut the fuck. Anywho, guys, thank you for listening to episode 2 of the Lost Cause TV.
La